I'm Lisa Tripp from Florida State University, and I wrote a paper that I contributed to this project about, based on research that I did in Los Angeles in 2006. And the paper was about first generation or foreign-born parents and their interactions with native-born children around parenting around the internet and other technologies in the home. So I did research in Los Angeles where I visited homes that were Latino immigrant households where most of them did not have internet access, so they were very much like a lot of the research shows. A lot of homes, a lot of immigrants in the United States don't have home access to computers or the internet. So I studied a population that sort of mirrored that sample or that trend, and what I found was that parents were very interested and very much wanted to have computers and the internet in the home, but they were also very scared of it. At the time, there were a lot of fears about online predators, a lot of doubts about what their children might be doing when they were online, either if they did have computers or internet at their house. Parents were scared about what the kids were doing. If children were getting access via a neighbor's house or a friend's house, the parents were worried about that too. So there was a lot of ambiguity and a lot of fear influencing parents' decisions about how they parented related to the internet. Two of the families that I studied did have internet access in the home. When the parents would leave the house, even for 10 minutes, they would take the device with them, and they would tell their children that, oh no, you can't go on the computer unless you're doing homework, So young people in these households could really only go on the computer if they had a task, and they were closely supervised. So it was very interesting because it contrasted completely with how the parents were engaged with their children around TV or video games, where young people in these households were pretty much allowed open-ended access to TV and to video games, often without monitoring. But sometimes it would, in those cases also, sometimes TV or video games would be an opportunity for the families to be engaged around media together. Whereas with computers and the internet, not so much. Most of the research that's been done on parents in the United States and parenting practices related to media and technology has not included Latino families. One of the big things about studies that have been done on how people parent related to the internet is that they focused on families that are English speaking and that have internet in the home, as if parents who don't have internet in the home don't have the same issues about whether or not to let their children go online and how much time, et cetera, and when and where and how much monitoring they need. So there's a real need for parents, for Latino parents, especially immigrant parents, Spanish dominant and foreign-born Latino parents, to have access to digital media literacy opportunities so that they can more and more be engaged with their children around these activities and be less intimidated by them and more able to both engage with their children about it and then also learn from their children about it, more like a collaborative activity.